What's up guys, it's Nigel here, and I just wanted to talk really quickly about the MK1 news and the gameplay that they showed today, and just, my thoughts on it. I thought it was really spicy. We saw some really cool stuff. This does confirm a few things. Well, not everything, but just a few things. Like, are we gonna get a run? I don't know if we're gonna get a run button in this game. Like, forward, I think it's forward R2 or anything like that. I don't think we're getting that. Only because we have this jumping, there's more jumping combos and stuff, so who knows? Let's hope for it, because they didn't show it technically, but I think, they would have if, they showed it. If any place it would have been here, so I don't think we're going to have a run. I do like the character designs for all the characters, especially like Kung Lao. I think I'm going to be using him in this game. Normally, I'm like a Liu Kang guy or whatever, but ever since MK11 Kung Lao, I don't know, my passion for him grew. But anywho's, Kung Lao looks really cool. It seems like there's outfits with him without the hat and with the hat. At first I thought he wasn't going to be able to use it, but I think he can. He'll just make it appear or whatever, He'll do something like that. Sub-Zero moves look really cool. His slide comes with a spear into like some Okizeme essentially. That's pretty neat. And then he has like the freaking hammer in the air that makes him bounce. Well, I think everybody has like a thing like that, but it's still pretty wild too. And then Scorpion have like a sickle with the spear, and he can do the spear in the air, bring him back, continue the combo. Because that was an EX. I saw that was an EX or whatever. I forget the meter burn thing called for that. But it's really crazy. And then with the cameo settings, what you could do, how like they connect with your combos, and I don't think it's fadeable. I think we're going back to X-rays. So your X-rays, that's insane. And they have their own fatalities too, so you have to input different things. That's what I'm thinking. Like, so they have a lot of potential, and they're also your combo breaker. So they are a heavy assist. And from what I was saying, I think they do affect your moves list, because it seemed like whenever people were doing stuff with like their characters, like say for Sub-Zero, if you would do his grab, Kano or something would come out instead of him. So it's like, so I guess they affect your grabs, sometimes some of your inputs. So I feel as if they've implemented things, not like variations, but something different, It's kind of like that, but you have multiple options with the cameos and stuff, So if I were to do like let's say made up combo or something, like triangle, circle, triangle, and then X or something, the X would be like, or quarter circle back X or something. It would be the cameo showing up and smacking you in the head or something, because they showed stuff like regular combos, but it seems like it was altered because a dude would show up or something. Then after this gameplay trailer, they had a thing where Ed Boon and Jeff were just talking and stuff, and they had MK gameplay in the background. They showed the roster, or for characters that were there at least, which was 24 like base characters that you could use, and 16, I believe, cameo fighters. So I'm assuming you get to select cameo fighters just as a separate page, but it could be also a little bit different, because it does seem like the cameo fighters, I'm not sure if they defined everything, because Sonya Blade, Jax, and Kano were in there, so I'm not sure if that means they're not playable or not. But we did see Sub-Zero as a cameo fighter as well, doing a fatality on Raiden, and you were using Scorpion as like the main dude, and he summoned him, and I'm pretty sure that was Bihan Sub-Zero, I think, and I'm pretty sure the one you get to use is Kuai Liang, which is really interesting. And the fact that they're all brothers is really cool. So Scorpion and Sub-Zero are brothers, so that means also Bihan is brothers with them too. I'm not sure how that works with the cameo fighters, like with that or not, or if it's because it is old school versions of them, so I don't know for sure, but it looked entirely different from the Sub-Zero you're looking at gameplay wise. And I think that's just for all the cameo fighters, they look differently. So Jax and Sonya Blade, and even Goro, because Goro was there obviously for a cameo, and Kano can still be playable, but only time will tell, because they even had Kung Lao as a cameo as well, and I'm not sure if that was like maybe just classic Kung Lao or not, or if it was the current one, but he had a entirely different face. I'm like, is that Great Kung Lao? Who knows, or something, But we just have to wait on more information on that, I think, when the game comes out. That's probably when we're going to find out information. But they did, like I said, they had gameplay in the background stuff, showing the roster and all that, and then character select screen, and then Kenshi and Sub-Zero fighting, right? And then it's cool how like when the fight screen is like they do like the Injustice Clash. They talk their stuff, and then like the stage appears in the background. They do little moves and back away from each other, and then the fight begins. But I think that part of the showcase that they were showing a little bit, I think that was infinite meter and infinite assists, because they were just tossing out assists like left and right, and I think they did do some amplifications, but they weren't losing meter. So I think that we can take with a little bit of a grain of salt to see how the system works. So it's not fully there, because he also did a combo break. I'm like, he didn't lose any meter. It's like, how does that work? Or an assist thing, or nothing was moving. So So any part of that part, I would suggest that is just, you know, infinite stuff just for a showcase or something. That might have been practice mode, and you know, you turn on the bot or something. I don't know, because it looked like he was losing not a single dime of meter, but he was losing health. So it also could have not been. It could have been another person like player 2, because you can do that for training 2 as well. But I don't know. But yeah, it seemed like cameos that affected the grabs, some aerial moves too. There's just so much going on with this game, but it looks good. The moral of the story, I think that everybody can take away from this, that the game looks good. No one can say it does not. It looks good. Everybody looks flashy. I like how Melina and Katana are actually biological sisters. Like, and also I think Melina's the queen of Outworld too, because she was like, "Oh yeah, I just want to help you." He's like, "You just want to take my throne." I'm like, "Oh, she's the queen then, most likely." And you know, she actually didn't have the big mouth, Tarkatan mouth, so I'm assuming someone did something to her and made her happy. So not a clone anymore, actually bloodline. Same with you know, Sub-Zero and Hanzo, or I mean, Kuan Liang, Hanzo, and you know, Bihan or whatever. Oh yeah, and another important thing I wanted to mention, because I brought this up before, Raiden has his lightning still. Thank goodness. That's actually really cool. Yeah, I'm actually excited for that. They didn't really show too much of Johnny Cage stuff, I'll say. That was like, come on now. They could have showed a little bit more. They were going in on Kenshi gameplay, dude. Like they were just, it felt like they showed me his entire moveset. They showed at least his X-ray or whatnot. But he looks crazy fun. I wish they would have showed a little bit of Kung Lao. Well, I don't wish, but I would hope for it a little bit more. And Liu Kang looks amazing too. Katana actually looks really cool with her like low. It's like she threw like a low fan and rose him up for an attack and stuff like that. Really interesting. The thing though, but besides all of this, what I'm saying, I'm excited. The thing I'm hoping for is actually that we can get a tag mode or some sort, because I feel as if actually in essence we have the assets for it, and like you can still do the cameos or whatnot, right? But what if you just took the cameo out and just replaced it with the character? Because it does seem like from, I remember everyone was talking about that there's characters that are also cameo fighters too. So yeah, you see, because you said you could do Sub-Zero and Sub-Zero, so that is also maybe a possibility that we can get a tag mode, or if it's not even built in the game, they kind of, like I said, do have the assets to create it and just swap characters, and then you know it will go with the game, because there's a dude already helping you out as it is. So I'm just hoping that it could be a possibility. So possibly could we see tag in this game? Maybe. That's my biggest hope for this game. And Smoke, and yeah, Smoke and Rain, maybe Fujin or not. Well, I just need one of them. I just need, please, one of them, or maybe two. I know I'm a little greedy here, but I need one of my mains here. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to use Sub-Zero and just beat everybody up, because he was top tier in 11. I'm like, I needed to use a ninja. I need one ninja at least one game that I like. So I just defaulted to him. But we will see. Overall, I think the trailer and a little bit of other gameplay and stuff they talked about, really cool. I'm very excited to see what else they're gonna add. And also, shout out to they're gonna do the Bloodsport skin for Johnny Cage, which is gonna be really cool too. So yeah, game's gory. It looks nice. It looks like it's gonna play fun. Everybody seems flashy and unique. Let's hope for the best. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope you guys have a great day, night, noon, or whatever time period you guys with that, man. And I will see you guys next time.